Perma-smirking sociopath Jeremy Hunt continues his relentless efforts to plunge the UK into third world status. The IMF has reported that the UK is going to be the only major G7 economy to shrink this year due to Hunt's crippling tax raids and profligate public spending. People's wages not even coming close to keeping pace with skyrocketing inflation, highest taxes since the Second World War, extortionate food and home energy prices, skilled professionals stampeding their way out of Britain to go and live somewhere with a better climate to escape a humorless, sanctimonious culture with an enormous woke stick lodged up its collective butthole, and most of all to avoid having a scandalously excessive chunk of their salary thieved by the government and redistributed to public sector shirkers, shamelessly occupying non-jobs in hideously failing organisations. Whilst in the other direction we have thousands of skillless illegal migrants arriving along the Kent coastline every day who've come here either to scrounge or to engage in illegal activity. Why on earth would anyone want to invest in such a country? They wouldn't. We need to attract the best and brightest people from across the world to live in this rain-sodden landfill site of faux liberal sanctimony and failed multiculturalism. And literally the only way to do that is to offer extremely low tax rates. To grow the economy, we need extremely low taxes to encourage international investment. And funnily enough, that's the approach that the Truss Kwarteng government were taking before they were ousted in an undemocratic coup by Sunak and Hunt. Let's remember that Truss beat Sunak in a leadership runoff. She was the choice of Conservative Party members, and yet somehow Sunak managed to run her out of office. How did that happen? What sort of corruption and dark forces were at play behind the scenes that we don't know about? And of course, with the announcement that the UK economy is shrinking more than any other major economy, comes the inevitable chorus of half-wits screeching, "Brexit! It's because of Brexit!" No, it's because we have a Prime Minister and a Chancellor that backstabbed their way into government and instigated economic policies that had absolutely no support amongst the British public. They are categorically not acting on behalf of the people of this nation. Why are they running this country into the ground with socialist economic policies that the British public emphatically did not and would not vote for? What's clear about both Sunak and Hunt is that they're career politicians, hell-bent on building their reputations on a world stage. They don't care about this country, they're simply building their status and wealth on the backs of the British public. If it's conducive to their own personal investments and their standing within the globalist community, they're more than happy to run this nation into the ground, plunge us all into poverty, and plunge those in the UK that were already poor into an early grave. Collateral damage in their climb up the greasy career pole, hapless victims in their pursuit of ever greater wealth and status. Both Sunak and Hunt have a slickness and confidence about them which people have mistaken for competence. They aren't competent, neither of them. They're self-serving narcissists and not fit for public office. Please do like and subscribe, and support my content via Patreon, PayPal or Subscribestar by following the links below this video. I'm doing a live stand-up show in Southampton on the 8th of April, a ticket link for which you can also find beneath this video.